At this time, we want to welcome to Lexington Auburn coach Bruce Pearl. Appreciate your time, Coach. And if you would, please start us off with your opening comments as we approach tomorrow's game, and then we'll take questions from the media.
Well, let's start off by congratulating Alabama State on their victory last night. The state of Alabama is extremely well represented in this tournament. Basketball in the state of Alabama was really good this year, obviously led by Auburn and Alabama, UAB, Troy being in the tournament. Jacksonville State had a great year. North Alabama lost in the championship game. South Alabama probably could have, should have been in the NIT. And Alabama State, out of a terrific conference that is known for pulling off huge upsets. If you look at last year, Grambling, Prairie View, Texas Southern, always, pretty much every year, they've got a big upset. I'm so very, very happy for Tony and the job that he and his staff have done taking that Alabama State program. Of course, they're only 45 minutes down the road, and so we're very familiar with them. We played them last year, and they actually outplayed us in the second half. So we know that we've got our hands full with a really athletic, quick, deep, well-coached basketball team.
To media, please wait until you receive the microphone before asking your question, and please identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question each time. Here in the second row on the left.
Hey, Coach. Trey Wallace with Outkick. Hope you're doing well. You just brought up the state of Alabama. Even Jacksonville State won last night in NIT. You talk about the different teams that are playing and competing, and you're going up against Alabama State. When you look at that as a whole and how that state continues to get better in college basketball, what does that say about the recruiting, about the fans of the state getting into the sport even further? And then the second part of my question, too, Richie Riley in South Alabama got kind of shafted a little bit when it comes to their invitation and having it rescinded. Just your thoughts on something like that and what you think.
I didn't hear the last part of your question, just a little bit about South Alabama. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, the question you asked is really how I started off my statement, just about we're from Auburn, Alabama, and we're playing a team from Montgomery, Alabama. And there were so many really good teams in college basketball from the state. Two of the top 5 or 6 teams in the country in Auburn and Alabama. And, UAB plays in their championship. North Alabama plays in their championship. Sanford was in the tournament a year ago. Troy's in it this year. It just, and obviously the list goes on. I think it's just a commitment from the universities. I think it is a statement about the quality of the coaches that are now in the state of Alabama. Alabama's always produced a tremendous number of great football players and baseball players and a lot of terrific athletes. And keep in mind, in the state of Alabama, we have no professional sports at all. And so the university system, the colleges, the universities, get a lot of attention, a lot of notoriety, and so therefore they get a lot of support.
Second row on the left here.
Bruce, Teresa Walker with the Associated Press. Janai said you all watched last night's game together. For a team that went 1 and out last year, you're the number 1 overall seed. Watching that maybe be a very fresh reminder that when you're on the court, fates can change like that?
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about our exit from the tournament last year in the 4-13 game against Yale. We talked about it this morning. Yale outplayed us. We shot 50% in the game. Typically, that's going to be good enough to win. We fouled them too much. We turned the ball over late, crucial moments, and we didn't make free throws at the end. And as a result, we lost the game. Anybody can have that one shining moment. We recognized, again, Alabama State outplayed us by 1 in the second half last year in Auburn, Alabama. So we recognize that we'll have to play well. I think we have to come into this. We're not coming into this tournament. We're looking at the overall number 1 seed in the rearview mirror. We worked hard for that overall number 1 seed to survive the SEC this year as regular season champions, to look at the non-conference and having beaten Houston at Houston, having won the Maui Invitational, lost in a close game at Duke, our only loss in non-conference, and to have beaten Purdue and Ohio State on neutral courts. We earned that through the regular season. But that's in the past right now. And we're 6 wins away from achieving what our real goal is, and that is to try to win the national championship. We recognize that at any stop, including tomorrow, we could lose. We're going to do everything we possibly can to not.